YouTubers, hello again. I'm here to share several experiences that I've had ever since I was a little girl. And I'm going to start with one that I had when I think it was like 8 years old, 9 years old, around, that time. I think I dreamt about the rapture and um, like me being left behind. That's what I can interpret. But this is my dream. I remember that I was on the second story of the house that I was living by then, and my mom was standing in front of me, and we were talking. I can't recall really what we were talking about, but all of a sudden I see, I look up to the ceiling, and when I look up I see some tiny, I called it stars because that's what it looked like, but it looked like fireflies. Fireflies, the little insects that have those lights, and but it looks like, I call them stars, but like tiny little balls of light, and their color were green, if I remember correctly. And several of those, I think I counted them, and they were like 7. They were coming down in spiraling down from the ceiling down, and they just happened to, like, go down, fall down or around, swirl around my mom. And all of a sudden I see that she just lifted up in the air, like she was lifted up, and I tried to grab her, by her feet, but I couldn't, and I was left behind, and I started crying. I think I was living that experience, by then, because the dream felt so real. And I started crying. I was like, oh no, my mom is gone. This is the rapture. I'm here now. I didn't make it to go to heaven. And I started crying, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this beautiful angel, she was very young, like a young girl, probably like around 10 or 11 years old. And it was a girl. Let me tell you, I know some people say that angels are male, but the angel that I saw in my dream, it was a girl. And she introduced herself as Mari Carmen. I remember her name up to this day. I mean, the dream was so vivid. So she told me that her name was Mari Carmen, and that she was sent to give me a few words and encouragement and strength, because the times that that I was going to live eventually were going to be hard. So she told me not to be, not to have fear, not to be fearful, but to trust in God and the Lord. And she kind of consoled me, and then she said that she had to go, and I was crying again because she had to go. By the time she was there, I felt some sort of peace, and inner peace and tranquility. And as soon as she left, I started crying again, and all of a sudden I see this big, huge black vans with tinted windows. I mean, the kind that you cannot see anything inside of the van. And I saw police officers wearing like jumpsuits. They were all black, and some sort of helmet, and it was also black. And they were coming in the house. I mean, they just, uh, kicked the door until they came in the house. And I remember they arrested my father, my older brother, and myself. I don't recall seeing my younger brother being arrested, so I don't know where he was. I don't know if he was taken up or if he was left behind. but it was a horrible feeling of being alone, being depressed. It was so, the dream was so vivid, and it was so horrible the way I felt. Ever since I had that dream, I've never um, forgotten about it. And sometimes it comes, from time to time to my head, and I remember that dream. But that was one of the first dreams that I had when I was a little girl, and I wanted to share it with you. So yeah, that's my dream, and there's more coming. I will put them in different videos. So tell me what you think and share your experiences with me. God bless you, and until the next video. Bye bye.